लैंड ले सकते हैं इसकी लैंड ले सकते हैं किसी की?
नहीं सर अभी नहीं।
अरे
रुको
वाईफाई
रुको मैं चल रहा करूँगा। इधर लाओ टारगेट करा था मैं इसमें टारगेट किया
इन्होंने गलती करी पहले मेल खाली दे दी
इसमें बहुत ही नहीं है हमारे वाले लैपटॉप को लगा लो 4 दिन से मेल कर देते मुझे फॉरवर्ड कर दो आप वहीं से डाउनलोड कर लेता हूँ डबल यहाँ से कॉपी करोगे एक कैमरा आ गया यहाँ का
परेशान करते हैं पहले मैंने खाली भेज दिया अब पता है इतनी टेंशन हो गई वो पीपीटी में एक और चेंज चाहिए सर को देखना आगे मेल मिल गया
चाहिए वो तो नहीं चाहिए
मेल
स्लाइडर तो नहीं चाहिए
चाहिए स्लाइडर भी दे दो स्लाइडर भी चाहिए ना मेरे पास कुछ हम 31 MB यहाँ पे अभी भी इससे भी आ रहा था
आज की डेट की फोल्डर बना रहा हूँ ठीक है 77
यहाँ पर ना है ऑलरेडी है ये सर की है फेस्टिवल
नेम है ना सबका ना
सिम उनका है
बाई नेम से भेज रहे हो ना
हाँ इसे डाउनलोड को मैं डाल रहा हूँ
डाउनलोड कर दिया मैंने डाउनलोड यहाँ पे आइए सर ये किस नाम से भेजा था आपने चेक करो सर चेक कर लो नाम डाल दो
डेटा ना डी ड्राइव में मैंने कॉपी किया हुआ है ठीक है
वो सर डेस्कटॉप पे फोल्डर बना देते ना
फोल्डर बना हुआ है
मैं डाल
डी ड्राइव
एआईडीसी का सीधा यहाँ कॉपी पेस्ट
डेस्कटॉप पे कर लो सर उसको भी उसी में ठीक है ये आप पूरे चेक कर लो सर पहले प्रेजेंटेशन आप चेक कर लो ये आज इसका फोल्डर पूरा कॉपी करके डेस्कटॉप पे डाल दें, डेस्कटॉप पे।
जी गिलास इसके अंदर डाल सर ये
और ये नेम की है, क्या नाम है उनका? चलो डाला ठीक है। आप लोग प्रेजेंटेशन चेक करो।
मेरा वहाँ मत देखो। हाँ सर।
डिस्कनेक्ट है ना।
जी जी
चेक करो।
जी आप लोगों के डिपार्टमेंट से the faculty members who have not reached and have been invited, may I request the HOIs and others to please give them a call. जिनके पास मेल नहीं है तो तुम तो वो ना जो नहीं है। देखो तुम्हें अपने फैकल्टी को नहीं बुलाना है। What am I saying? You don't have to call your faculty because your faculty have not been asked to come. There are people, have they been asked to come? So then you don't have जिनके faculty को बुलाया गया है नहीं।
हो गया पेन ड्राइव आपका पेपर सारा यहीं पे है
सारा डेस्कटॉप पर एक ही सिंगल फोल्डर में
एआईडीसी भी आएगी आप
यही पर है सर इसे इसे प्रेजेंटर व्यू को हटा ही
तो शेयर करते हैं ना खाली इसको मेरे को ऑडियो दो शेयर काउंट करने के ठीक है बंद कर दो अभी यही चला ये ड्राइव है पीपीटी अभी की ड्राइव ऑन करो अपना
ड्राइव की
ये फाइल बंद कर देता हूँ स्टैनफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी के नाम से ये खुला है स्पीड आप हटा दीजिए तुम देख लो अंदर रख लो मैं अंदर डाल देता हूँ ठीक है मिनिमाइज करो गेस्ट सही टू वन में पहुंच लो एक ऑप्शन हां गुरदेव रेडी हो लाओ
जूम पे जा रहा है
किसने बताया है
सर आईटी सर
यार ये किसने बताया
ऐसे नंबर की मिली होगी सबसे जो बात क्या discussions on that. There's well discussed and then kind of collaboration okay, so we are not supposed to start that one.
और चेयर जो है वो यहाँ से रखना शुरू कर दी, 4 चेयर यहाँ रखी, बाकी हटा दो। Understood very clearly. Even what and to be yes, but the point is that it should not become something it cannot be. Yes. But they should not be, not be saying only the height, here can be better, height is bad. That's it. It's the difference.
रख देना
And some tea, coffee, what would you like?
I'll have is it Sood, Professor Sood, ESA. And this is Krishna. Mr. Krishna, IT. So we have had that.
The
And
Indian government officials love Dr. I've seen anything happening, he's always there.
He loves India.
Yes.
I love it. That's exactly.
That's the logic.
I think that's why they love me. They love me because I love India.
You know, it is in 2022, the Prime Minister gave Dr. Anurag a letter of
That's
commendation.
perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah,
we got some
very
hot
hard to
water
explain.
for you, yes, some warm. But it's mineral water, so it should be.
Do you care for some tea or coffee?
Again, they are arranging it, they just asked me one.
Great.
Yeah, so we had, that was one MOU. Another was a startup that I'm investing in and I'm part of, called Guromi Health. There was an MOU with that as well, with Arjun. So those two were the signings. Then I had a few meetings that,
But
when
it
you
is
come to an
tough
event.
to go in and out from that place.
Yeah. So what happens when you come to an event like that? There are a bunch of folks that know you or that you know that you could potentially meet and sit down. So you just don't tell too many. You just do that. Otherwise, we would not have been able to meet. So I'm really glad we were able to skip out. Thank you so much for
Yes.
having me.
And Dr. Mehta, where are you based? You are
I am based in Luxembourg. I'm a clinical professor at Luxembourg School of Business. But
Okay.
I'm also working as his chief of
his 90s.
जी
So
जी
he's from a chemical engineering background. So it's like a lot of yes, it's going on. So I take your leave and thank you so much. It's an honor for me. Thank you so much.
So are we set?
We are all set. But I guess the visa is.
So I think just one bite.
Yeah, light, something like that.
But all our people are sitting there. Doesn't matter. Someone can tell them and we'll there in 5 minutes.
I will tell you.
Yeah, no, they know it. They're looking at it. It's already shown there. Oh, okay.
live streamed over there.
They are very it is. They are observing it.
So they'll know what we are eating.
So they could know I was there only. Then only I moved from there to there. Okay, to meet him. So they know that it will take
There is
5
full
10 minutes.
transparency in what's happening. And I'll say, we'll join all of you in, is that the camera?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll join all of you in a few minutes. See you. See you. Now you can switch it off. Thank you so much. So good to see all of you, and for your patience. I know all of you have been sitting here for some time. Um, we are so fortunate and glad to have Dr. Anurag Merrill here from the US. He was invited by the government. As all of you know, the greatest AI summit is happening in our country in New Delhi. And he made it yesterday, I think at 6 a.m. or in the morning. You caught a flight. You were able to speak in the panel, and you were signing many MOUs today on behalf of IIT Mumbai, which is your alma mater. Yes, Dr. Megha Agarwal has come, who is the chief of staff, a mentee of Dr. Anurag, very lucky to be a mentee, but now based in the University of Luxembourg, yes, as a faculty in management. Yes, so we're welcome to you also. Dr. Anurag, what we will do is that we will first request Dr. Salamurthy to give a small presentation about Amity, and then some of the colleagues will give a presentation on various aspects of the university. But to all of you who are sitting here, they are some of our scientific pillars who are building up the university. All of you know that under the vision, the passion of our founder, Dr. Ashok Chauhanji, we at Amity have to be the absolute leaders when it comes to innovation, research, and impact in society. And over the last many months, having interacted with great scientists around the world, with many of our ministers, what is very, very important for our country is innovation in healthcare. And our Prime Minister says it, all our ministers say it. I was in Dubai with our education minister. He said the same thing with our commerce minister, that India, to succeed, has to become a product nation. And it is, as a university, our responsibility to nurture the youth of today in the right design process mindset. And that is where biodesign comes in. And Stanford Biodesign is the mecca, the world's most leading center for biodesign and innovation. And that is why I am today so proud and so happy that Dr. Anurag, you have made time to come. I had the pleasure of interacting with Dr. Anurag at Stanford, where we had very good discussions. And one thing that you said, you're very passionate that unfortunately today it is not healthcare, it is sick care. Yes, and that is what we have to transform. And you also said that if India does not solve the health issue as quickly as possible, it will become a huge problem for us in the future. And Dr. Anurag is also, I was just telling Dr. Salamurthy and Dr. Das and Dr. Tandon, loved by our government, by all the leaders. in 2022, our Honorable Prime Minister, January 2022, yes, gave him a letter of commendation for the tremendous work that he is doing in the field of research, but also for the country. I think we as a nation are proud to have such people who are sitting outside, some of the leading brains, entrepreneurs, but who always think for our country. And Dr. Nag, we are so proud. Just to give you a formal introduction, Dr. Anurag is the adjunct professor at the Stanford School of Medicine and also the director global outreach programs at the Stanford Musallam Center for Biodesign. He is also a faculty fellow and lead for technology innovation and impact at the Center for Innovation in Global Health. The achievements are huge. I will just read a few lines out of this. But what is so special for us is that Dr. Anurag was the founding member and also the associate director for the Stanford India Biodesign Program. So Stanford, and at that time, ICMR, or yes, AIMS and IIT, DBT came together and together with Stanford developed the Stanford India Biodesign Center, which ran for 10 years as a partnership and 8 years, and now it is independent, running at AIMS and IIT. But Dr. Anurag was instrumental for that. And India has a huge number of fellows working in this area who have all been there because of the great work that Dr. Anurag has done. Of course, Dr. Anurag has also you're an entrepreneur, extensive industry experience. You were also previously at Johnson & Johnson at very, very senior positions, including business development director and product director for structural heart, cardiology, and peripheral vascular products. You have a great background in medical technology development and commercialization. Yes, and you have worked all over the world with partners in the US, India, China, and also many of the emerging markets that they're out there. Academically, Dr. Anurag is a PhD in chemical engineering from the University of Colorado and an MBA from the Haas School of Business, and of course, a chemical engineer from our own IIT in Mumbai. But being such an accomplished leader, what really touched me is the humbleness that Dr. Anurag has and the love that he has for the country. And wherever there are shared values, that is where transformational things come. So that is why I am so glad that today, all of you, yes, because you share the values of what we have to achieve. Dr. Anurag will hear from some of you, you will hear from Dr. Anurag, and then we will take it forward from there. So welcome, Dr. Anurag. Dr. Srimurthy, may I now request you to please give a small presentation on what I'm. The book, just to add, the book on biodesign that was written from Stanford is called the Bible in this area. And I'm so happy that, Dr. you have brought your book. I was,
Hello.
it is, I can't wait. Give it to me now.
No, please.
The thing is that I had this book in my car. I had got it for him, but we ended up leaving, and I had to go for another meeting. I promised that I would not stand in the Thank you. I'll note that.
Good afternoon, friends. Today is a historic moment for all of us today that we have a very distinguished guest and also a person who loves India and India loves him. And we have Dr. Anurag. And I had a very brief interaction with him. I could see that the depth of his love for the country, love and the passion for research, innovation, and also particularly to help the patients, society, through his innovation abilities. So Anurag, we are so fortunate and blessed to have you here. Let's give a big clap to Dr. Anurag and Dr. Megha. First of all, let me convey our greetings and blessings from founder president, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, and who has built this whole Amity universe, about which you know that. And today, let's give a big clap to founder president. And for him, research innovation is a passion. And Dr. Atul Chauhan, the chancellor, who is now leading the whole organization. Let's welcome him. And then for him, to spare such a long time, yesterday he was with us and today he is with us. So we are so grateful that you are giving so much focus for research, innovation, societal connect and transformation of our country. So we are so blessed to have you as our beloved chancellor. So let me give a little glimpse of what Amity Education Group. I'm told that you already know about it since you had a very long conversation with our chancellor, but still I will give a reappraisal of what you might have known. See, today is Amity Universe. We have 12 universities in India, 18 campuses abroad, 28 schools, 250,000 students, 10,000 faculties, 5,000 PhD scholars. So it's a huge, the Amity universe created by founder president and also by the chancellors, Dr. Atul Chauhan, Dr. Asim Chauhan, and ably led by trustees. And we have Dr. Abhay Chauhan, Mr. Abhay Chauhan, welcome, and also Mr. Amol Chauhan, a product of Harvard. So we are in a mission mode. We are working in a missionary zeal. So that is Amity universe. And also we have the huge campus, 2,000 acres of campuses, the total areas, and 20 million square feet of buildings, constructed areas, and we have 400 programs. I'll give a little glimpse, and we have almost 8 lakh alumni, 800,000 alumni across the globe. So Megha, you will also be very happy to see that. How do we connect with you as the fellow? Welcome to Amity. Now every campus has got its own landscaping and also architecture. And not only outside, but you have verticals inside. We have built competence in certain domains for each university. So when we are horizontally growing, we have also built the verticals in each of these campuses. For example, this university, though it is multidisciplinary, we have given a focus on life sciences, health sciences, biosciences and biotechnology, and also engineering, management, and other humanities. So each campus is beautiful. I have picked up a few. So we are in 12 states now, but then our vision is to have almost in every state one university. That's what the chancellor and the trustees have given us. So we are going to be expanding in the next 10 years. Maybe every state will have one Amity independent universities. These are independent universities established under State Act. So they are state private university, not for profit. And so we have their own legal entity, identity of each one will have a chancellor, vice chancellor, and others. Then we have Dubai, Mauritius, Singapore, London, Romania, US. We have 2 campuses, one in the East Coast, Long Islands of New York, one in the West, we have on the San Francisco, and we are in different countries. We have 18 campuses. Again, we have a dream to become 50 campuses over a period of time. So we are growing, and all this happened maybe in 2.5 decades, what we are showing today. So that is really an exponential growth for an organization within 2.5 decades to assume this mega size of a universe. So that is the commitment of not only the trustees, but also the faculties. We bring the best people and we give that culture, enthusiasm, zeal, and the passion. So they create this. We have 28 schools, including the 5 preparatory schools. And we also have overseas schools. It's not only in India. We have, for example, Abu Dhabi. We have a beautiful campus. We would invite you to come over there to see our school as well as university in Dubai. And so we also have in Amsterdam, we have a beautiful school. So we not only have schools in India, but we have schools abroad. Sharjah, we have a school. And then we also have brought the unique feature of our Amity Education Group is that we also have Amity Harrow with us. And we have established 2 campuses to start with, one in Bengaluru, We have university on one side and the school on the other side, Amity Harrow. Similarly, we have established in the Long Islands of New York, 170 acres, and then 11 buildings, which is the heritage buildings which we had inherited from St. John's University. But now we have renovated it and then given to the part of it to the school, Amity Harrow. And then the other side, we are developing an Amity Global Research Hub. That is where we would like to connect with Stanford. We would like to connect with all the top universities in US. And we will connect the Amity universe with that. So that will act like a hub, the innovation hub, research and innovation hub. So this is founder president, Dr. Chauhan, a little word about him. And he is also a chemical engineer. Like you, Anurag, Dr. Ashok Chauhan is also a chemical engineer. So since you are PhD in chemical engineering as well, so our founder president did his chemical engineering in Germany, and then he came back after 28 years of stay there. For him, research and innovation is his, the whole life spirit. So he focuses on research and innovation. He's a great visionary. And our chancellor, a product of London School of Economics, University College of London, engineering degree and management degree. And Amorji is from Harvard, and Abhayji is from the Baxen. So we have such Wharton. So all these people are driving the whole research and innovation ecosystem. So we are in the ranking. You will see that globally we are in top 3%. This is the ranking given by THE as well as the QS. And then we are now moving upwards in a very faster pace. And if you see the ranking, Amity has been ranked among the top institutions like IIT Delhi, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and then we have IIT Bombay, IIM for management, and also the IIT Kharagpur. So in the technology and the multidisciplinary university, Amity is there in the league, the whole elite group of such elite institutions like IITs and IISc. And Times Higher Education has ranked up top 100 globally for the multidisciplinary science. So that is Amity today. And QS also has ranked the Asia. We are in 200 to 300 bracket. And when I come to NIRF national ranking, we are 22, even though we are only 20 years young. We became university in 2005. So today we are 22nd in the national level among 1,200 universities in India. And this is another ranking given by India today, and in which among the top universities and institutions, AIMS is for the medical, technical IIT Delhi, and for general JNU, and general private is Amity University, number 1. So this is Amity today. And thanks to all the very committed, dedicated faculties who are groomed in institutions in US, in North America, in Canada, and also in other universities in Japan, South Korea. So they have all been educated. So we brought people to build the institution. So that is what is the strength. We have both the experienced people like us, Das and others, and also we have youngsters and who are driving, including the research fellows, Ramalinga Swami fellows, Ramanujan fellows, inspired faculties. So those are the cream of the people. So they rub shoulders with the senior people who mentor them, give them the wisdom. So this is Amity. And in terms of the other accreditation, VASC accreditation is something unique, which we cherish from the US. We have the VASC accreditation. From UK, we have the QAA for the total quality management. In whatever we do, we bring the quality, whether it's learning outcome, teaching learning outcome, research innovation, societal connect, everywhere TQM. So we have the QAA accreditation as well. And we have a big IPR portfolio, and we have Dr. Smita Sahu, who heads this. And today we have 2,770 patents filed. So this is one of for a private university, and even among the IITs, we used to be the number 1 in terms of the ranking for not only the filing, granted, as well as commercialized. So if you look at the whole portfolio, Amity stands out from the peers and also among the elite group of IITs. Then we also have the IIT, the awards, IPR awards, the best talent, the patent portfolio we got. And by this is one of the latest one, we have 5 years consecutively. So it's not for 1 year, 5 years, every year we have been getting it. And also we got the award from top people like Mashelkar. Mashelkar, who was the one who brought the talent, the IPR concept in India. And we were also bestowed this in various forums. ASSOCHAM 4th IP Excellence Awards we got in 2024. And our school students as well, they keep innovating. So we have 28 schools. So we bring the culture right from schools. So they file patents, they publish papers, school students, and also they become startups. Some of the startups have come out from our schools. So this research and innovation is there in the whole Amity education group. And these are some awards. You can see Dr. Jitendra Singh, whom you mentioned a few minutes back, and he was presenting the award to Amity University for the best, the prestigious academic award came to Amity University. And we have created the right kind of appropriate research ecosystem. The first, he created 4 structures. One is Amity Science, Technology and Innovation Foundation, which I head as the president. And also we have Amity Foundation for Science, Technology, Innovation Alliances to build partnership and collaboration. Then we created a Directorate of Innovation and Technology Transfer. And we also have DST, IPR Enabling Center and IPR Cell. We have Technology Enabling Center to mature the technology. If it is at a TRL level 2 or 3 or a proof of concept, what needs to be done so it enables the technology to mature to a higher level of TRL. So these structures we created, and then subsequently we created missions to drive. Like, for example, we have Mission Connect, which will connect with universities, institutions. Now we are connecting with Stanford University through you. So we like to build synergy to our organization and contribute to your mission in Stanford and your efforts globally. So this is Mission Connect and Mission Synergy, but we always look for an outcome. Whatever we do, it needs to have a sustainable outcome. So we have a mission outcome. There is a directorate of outcome which will monitor the outcome from the visit. Today you have visited with Mega, and then how is it progressing? You know, he will keep on pushing the whole system to achieve this. Founder President, welcome, sir.
Our founder president has personally given all these names: Mission Atomic, Mission Connect. Dr. Amity, am I correct?
Yes, that's right. So these missions have been to drive the system to achieve very fast. So this is what has been the missions. One is technology missions. The other one is operational missions. Technology missions will be like Mission Green Hydrogen, which aligns with the National Green Hydrogen. And our Chancellor, Dr.
May I
Yeah,
add
please.
one quick comment to the Honorable, the President and the Founder President, Mr. Chauhan. My hope is that he also coins another mission, Mission Health.
Very good. Founder President, could you hear that he has requested you to think of a health mission? Thank you so much. So we have technology missions and also operational missions. So whatever I said initially was the operational missions, Mission Connect, Mission Synergy, Mission Outcome. But we have technology mission like Space Mission, Amity Space Mission. We have Amity, the Defense Technology Mission. And also we have Amity Green Hydrogen Mission. Now Chancellor has announced another mission, which is the quantum mission, Amity Quantum. So we are looking at quantum computing, quantum materials, quantum communication, quantum sensing. So 4 verticals, we are looking at those. So we are driven by missions here. So we work on mission mode. And so that is Amity's strength, both technology and operational missions. Now we'll have health mission as well, which you have suggested. Certainly we will implement it. Now coming to some of the glance which I want to give today, we have published 48,000 papers in journals of repute like Lancet, Nature Medicine, Nature Genetics, and
Dr. Salmurthy?
Yes.
I'm sorry, but how many more slides do you have? Can we just do it like if in a couple of minutes?
Right.
Because what I would want is, if that may be valuable, if our colleagues can maybe just introduce themselves after you've finished.
Right.
Quickly in just one sentence about themselves or what research they're doing, what work they're doing. It may be valuable.
Maybe 5 minutes, fine? Right. So we have H index today of Amity group is 201. So that shows the impact of our research and citations. And we have more than 500 research-funded projects ongoing, both global projects as well as national projects. And we have transferred 35 technologies to industry. That is innovation, unless it reaches the industry. So we have mind to market, lab to land, and ultimately translational research is now the focus in Amity Education Group. And we have a supercomputing facility with 10 petaflop computing capability. We have NVIDIA A100 system. We are upgrading it to 60 petaflop over a period of time. We are looking at health, application in health, agriculture, environment, and also climate. And these are the research infrastructure. We have NMR 400 megahertz. We have stem cell culture facility, all that what you like to have, fax machine, and all those facilities. We have the U.S. investment here. Department of Defense has invested, U.S. Department of Defense, creating a nuclear security lab to build capacity and secure. The Defense Threat Reduction Agency, DETRA, and they have given us the facility here, $1.2 million investment here, and we have the handheld devices, standalone, standoff systems for detection, alpha, beta, and also gamma, and neutron. All those particles can be measured. So we have created them. We train the security personnel on this. And we have this AI center, which I mentioned, and some of the innovations we will show. But I'll stop here with the verticals. Then over a period of time, I'll bring the discussions. These are the verticals we created, like data science, AI, very strong group we have. And we want to educate every student of ours, irrespective of the discipline, in artificial intelligence. Nanotechnology, again, one of the ancient ones. So these are some core competence we have built in our group. And robotics is another area. And astrobiology, we were the first one to send the biological payload to space from India. And that is a callus of a plant, spinach, which we looked at the callus formation, rooting, shooting, and the plant physiology. How does it progress when they are in the microgravity environment in the space? So astrobiology is a strong group. We have a Mars analog station. We are strong in cybersecurity. Space science, we are looking at the cognitive health monitoring of the spacecraft using the AI. And also debris management, 40,000 debris floating around. How do you manage when you plan a mission, next mission? Then we also have optics and electro-optics sensors, very strong group in sensors, food and agriculture, including biosensors. Some of the presentation will indicate that. And we also have the food and agriculture, again, yet another big vertical, bioenergy and biofuel, where the green hydrogen also comes in. And the computational biology, cancer biology, Dr. Das himself leads that. And we have all types of cancer, like cancer cervix, cancer breast, and also head and neck cancer, and all those. And we are looking at early diagnosis to pick the patients and also give the therapeutic intervention. Translational Research Center, we have established molecular medicine and stem cell research. Genome engineering is a very strong group. We are doing the gene editing, CRISPR-Cas technology, in particularly both in the plant physiology as well as in the humans. Then we have strong stem cell research, neuroscience, yet another neurobehavioral part. We are working on the both neuropsychology, neurobehavior, and the basic neuroscience. Virology, immunology, we have BSL 2+ facility over here. We have fairly a modest, good animal house, and we have strong click chemistry, which is again a unique subject, click chemistry. And also we are doing exciting work in this area, drug design, discovery, ocean and atmospheric. We are there in the Antarctica and in Southern Ocean. We do research there. And also Indian systems of medicine like yoga, Ayurveda, Siddha. How do you place on a scientific pedestal? Through well-controlled experiments. So these are some of them. I'll stop over here. Then I'll bring more during the discussion. Thank you.
Dr. Salamurthy, thank you so much. For some of our young leaders here, the energy that Dr. Salamurthy has is unparalleled. Yesterday, the whole day he spent with colleagues from Rice University. He took them for dinner. Then after dinner, he drove all the way to our Gurgaon campus, stayed at the guest house, was with them this morning, and came back here for Dr. Anurag. Yes, can we have a round of applause for Dr. Salamurthy? We're so proud to have you. Now maybe we can, Dr. Now, Dr. Salmati, we can just quickly do one sentence of introduction, yes, of everyone. Maybe they can.
I would request you to be very precise because they have limited time. Just, we'll start with Dr. Das.
Yeah,
And,
I've already said my name, Pudev Das. So I'm chairman of the molecular medicine and stem cell research. So it is, we have the main, the cancer research and stem cell and tissue engineering. And we have several other research also, the host pathogen interactions. So these are the three aspects. And so also we have the genome engineering, which I look after also. But Dr. Manoj Kumar is the coordinator. That genome editing and all modern technology we use either in the molecular medicine or the genome editing. So that is mainly for the plant sciences he does, but he also does other human subjects also and animal subjects. So I also the dean of the health and allied sciences. So there are 7 institutes, and one is and they all the allied health sciences. The pharmacy is one of the top institute which has the ranking of the national ranking is 16. So it is far better than the university as a whole, 22, but it has a 16. So all are trying to get up to 10, the rank, and there are other allied courses, and you will be, as you are most interested in the health subjects, I'm taking little bit more time. So we have recently developed a very, there is no here in the world rather, in India also, because it is an alternative system of medicine called, we have started, I have given the name molecular homeopathy. You must be knowing being Indian, so you will know the homeopath. So it is now to understand the molecular basis of homeopathy. So we have got from the industry grant as well as from the council. And it is going to be a advanced center now. It is proposed and we are making it. And you must be knowing, Honorable Chancellor. So not that there is one who did PhD with us. She is a MD homeopath, but it is with that we have all molecular biologists, and Dr. Chandradeep Tandon has got, or Simran Tandon, they are our colleagues. So he is the Dean of the Health and the Bioscience and Biotechnology, had a 1 crore project. We have also similarly got a project from the council, 1 crore, and the grant from the industry also around 50 lakhs or so. So there are, we are getting, that is a continuous grant. So this is a understanding of the giving the molecular basis of this Indian system or the alternative system of medicine, which has a different, many people knows. So this is, I will not go into the details. So these are few things, all in the health related, means cancer and all. So this is, and the disease research. And we have also molecular in neurology faculty in this molecular medicine. So molecular medicine means it includes all the health sciences or the, but major is cancer.
thank you.
All types of cancer. We did.
Thank you, Dr. Das. I will just like to highlight one very interesting research he is doing. He has developed a triple conjugate, which is a known anti-tumor agent, curcumin, folate. Folate gives the signature of the cancer stem cell. Curcumin tones down the toxic side effects of the drug, of the chemotherapeutic agent. Also sensitizes the cancer stem cell membrane to take this conjugate in. So we did a in silico modeling of the drug, then in vitro synthesis through organic chemistry and synthetic chemistry. Then we did in vitro studies, in vivo studies. Now he's waiting for the phase 1 trial. So that is a very novel approach to kill the stem cell, not the cancer cell, so that it doesn't recur again. Thank you, sir.
So
Thank you,
avoid
Dr.
the recurrence, that is the,
Hridesh.
there is no drug yet. So if it is already patented, but if it is successful with in vitro study, it is preclinical. It
And
is
he's also working on hepatocellular carcinoma. And you just give it to Hridesh. Hridesh.
Yeah, welcome aboard, Dr.
He's the chief of
Yeah.
translational
Yeah, hi,
research.
Dr. Anurag. How are you? Good to see you here. So there's two common connection between me and you, and that is I'm associated with the Global Cancer Consortium, which is basically based on the Kentucky, and Mercury Cancer Research Center. And I'm actually chairing the executive committee of the South Asia chapter, and we are expanding, and we have cardio-oncology as a major course and group coming up, So it's my open invitation to invite you and join the Global Cancer Consortium for the cardio-oncology group. And we are having next meeting in a Mayo clinic, I think in June. I will share the information. Now coming back to the work with what we do. I come from the Translational Research Center. I'm basically a translational biologist and, translational immunologist by my expertise. And we have three major verticals that we are working on. One is the TB, which is our prime lead. And second is cancer, and third is IBD. Our whole approach is rolling around educating the immune system by doing the interventional immunotherapy platform. And TB is our prime lead, and we are able to, identify a novel modality for controlling the multi-drug resistant TB. And that is now patented and now heading for the phase 2 clinical trial. And that will be the first nutraceutical TB specific nutraceutical of country. And it has already got the note from the ICMR for taking it further for the clinical studies. And I'm very hopeful that by 2028, this should come into the clinic, and we are making all sure, and the clinical trial will go at AIMS. Soon we are starting it. Second is a low dose of radiation therapy for the pancreatic cancer. So in past, we have demonstrated that if you club the low dose of radiation that is within 2 to 3 gray in a neoadjuvant setting, you can re-educate the TME of PDAC patient, and this we are now combining with a macrophage depletion strategy. So now we are filing a patent, and Smita is doing a good job. So the idea is to basically truncate the tumor macrophage index, then sensitize the patient with a low dose of radiation, and give them gemcitabine in a
Thank you.
neoadjuvant setting.
Good, very good.
So yes.
Thank you. And the one research which is doing is very sphingolipids. He's approaching through sphingolipids for the tuberculosis, in which L-serine is the precursor for sphingolipids. So he is using that as a nutraceutical for cancer. Yeah, if you can just give introduction. No, give it. Yeah, just introduce yourself. Just 1 minute each. Your affiliation. Yeah,
Good
few
afternoon, sir.
sentences, because we want
First
to
of all,
hear
I
that.
want to thank you for coming to this beautiful university. I'm Dr. Manoranjan Naik. I'm working in the Department of Biotechnology. I'm leading Biorefinery and Bioenergy Research Laboratory. Here we are exploring different microbes, mainly microalgae for bioenergy, environment, and health sector. We are working in we are focusing 3 different areas: energy, environment, and health.
Thank
And we
you.
are
That's
using
enough.
microalgae.
Yeah,
Thank you,
that's
sir.
right. Thank Manoj.
Myself is Dr. Manoj Garg. I have done PhD from National Institute of Immunology, postdoc from UCLA and NUS. So my core area of research is the pancreatic, gallbladder cancer, and the leukemia. So I am using the omics technology like genomics, transcriptomics to use a global unbiased approach to find out the novel diagnostic and therapeutic marker. We have identified certain locus that has been published, and they are in the name of Hameti and my name. And we have identified that how they can sensitize the gemcitabine. So this is the
Thank you,
conclusion.
Manoj. He's a Ramalingam Swami fellow, re-entry fellow, and he spent long time.
From NUS, when I moved, I got the DVT Ramalinga Swami Fellowship, and then our Chancellor is
Great.
kind enough to.
Can you give it to Pooja? Dr. Pooja.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Pooja Vijayaraghavan. Hi. No, it's absolutely fine. My name is Pooja Vijayaraghavan. I am the director of Amity Institute of Biotechnology. We are a very large institute with 2,000 students and 85 faculty members. We have 5 centers, and these centers were made based on the expertise and research expertise of our faculty members. But there's a lot of crosstalk that happens within the center. They're not watertight compartments. I am a mycologist, a biochemist by expertise, but I work in the area of mycology. My area of expertise is antifungal drug discovery. I am collaborating extensively with National Chemical Laboratory, Pune. So they are my chemistry partners. So they make novel molecules based on the targets that we identify, and we are doing the efficacy study. So my pathogen of interest is Aspergillus fumigatus and Rhizopus oryzae. So I am trying to find new molecules for novel targets which can have great efficacy, reduce toxicity, and can work
You
in
are going to make a
combination.
presentation.
Yes, I'm going to make a
Puniti,
presentation.
thank you, Pooja.
Very good afternoon. I'm Puniti Mathur. I'm working as a professor in biotechnology. And if you look at the slide, I'm working at the bridge between column 1, row 5, computational biology and drug design. So the last row there. So I basically work on receptor ligand interactions. So I work on kinases and EGFR receptors and designing peptide ligands towards those receptors. So studying the interaction at a molecular level. That is what my forte is. Other than that, I also work on network pharmacology, etc. Thank you.
Good softwares like Schrodinger and others.
So we use all these drug design softwares.
Simran?
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Simran Tandon and I'm working at Molecular Medicine and Stem Cell Research. Currently, our lab is focusing on the use of Indian system of medicine to basically unravel the mechanism of action, particularly for kidney stones. Because with global warming and metabolic syndrome increasing, so the incidence of kidney stones is also increasing. And so we're trying to find out novel methods by which we can prevent as well as cure kidney stones.
Thank you. Prakash Panikkar?
Good afternoon, sir. Myself, Dr. Prakash. I am professor in molecular medicine and stem cell research. So my research area is stem cell and tissue engineering. It may be related to so much for like your work. And we are actually developing a 3D organs by using the stem cells. Even we also develop the iPSCs also in our lab. And ultimately, we are going to make a skin substitute, natural skin substitute for burn patients. So that's all. Thank you.
So they have a very good facility, bioprinting, which is they use for the different organs, skin, they're developing artificial
liver.
skin, liver, and also cornea.
Cornea.
So they are looking at tissue engineering, bioprinting. Thank you. Simran?
Good afternoon, sir.
Sorry, Seema Patnagar. Simran.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Seema Patnagar. I'm director of Amity Center for Nanomedicine. It is a fairly new center established in 2019. So I will be presenting some of the achievements of the center shortly. My research interests are basically I'm an organic chemist and I worked on the triple conjugate with Dr. Das with his team. So I work on smart drug delivery systems. Thank you.
Thank you. Sandeep Bose.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself, Professor Sudeep Bose. I'm the Center Head of Center for Medical Biotechnology, Amity Institute of Biotechnology. So I worked in US in Boston University and Medical University of South Carolina in cancer biology. And currently my research is on cancer therapeutics, targeted drug delivery, and one of the aspects of obstructive sleep apnea biomarker detection, which is a risk factor for various cardiovascular diseases, with collaboration with Dr. Ranu Nayak from Nanotechnology and University of New South Wales. Thank you.
Dr. R.K. Singh, thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Dr. Ravi Kant Singh, professor in biotechnology. My area of interest is waste valorization, how the waste convert into the value and wealth. For targeting this waste, I am targeting industrial waste. From the thermal power plant, a lot of fly ashes are coming, so I developed a fly ash based plant protector paint and already being patented also. And animal free leather, because the leather comes from animal. So we develop animal free leather from bacterial cellulose, and it is also being patented. And plant microbial fuel cell. On site, the electricity can be generated with plant microbial fuel cell, PMFC system I developed for doing that. And this is also being patented.
Thank you.
And one patent also I am targeting only patents. Agricultural waste converted into the biochar, but that is very costly. That's why I develop and design a system for using solar pyrolysis for converting agricultural waste into the biochar.
Thank you, Dr.
This is also being patented.
Good, very good. Ranu Nayak.
Good afternoon, one and all. So myself, Ranu Nayak, I'm a professor at Amity Institute of Nanotechnology. I work on sustainable nanosorbent technology towards separation of oil from water and pathogen inhibition from wastewater. And allied with my research, today I have launched a startup under the umbrella of Amity University. Thank you so much.
Dr. Bonalisa?
Yeah, good afternoon, Dr. Anurag. We also have a very good connections. I am a student of my mentor was the former director of Stanford India Biodesign Project, that is Professor Alok Ranjan Ray, the head of Center for Biomedical Engineering. So I have done my master's in organic chemistry and my PhD, my expertise is in biomedical engineering. And after completing that, I joined Amity University as a assistant professor in biotechnology. And then in 2017, the genesis of Amity Institute of Click Chemistry started with the ideas of Professor John Moses and Professor Barry Sharpless, because I got the Distinguished Visiting Scientist Award from Royal Society of Chemistry. And I went to work in the line of my expertise in click chemistry and biodiversity oriented synthesis with John Moses. And I'll be speaking about my group in the 7 year span, what we have done. And you will be happy to know that recently I got the honorary position from University of Massachusetts, Lowell, to work in the area of biomedical engineering.
Thank you, Dr. Bonalisa. Can you pass on the mic at the back?
I have it already.
Just briefly,
Yes.
30 seconds, 30 seconds.
Yes,
because we
sure.
have a large number to cover and then presentation.
Sure, sir, sure. Very good afternoon, sir. I'm Jasleen Kaur. My area focuses on design, synthesis, and biological evaluation of biomolecule functionalized molecular imaging probes that I would be interested for checking their applications for tumor imaging using techniques like magnetic resonance imaging and PET. So I'm collaborating with Mona Lisa ma'am also for click chemistry work because majority synthesis is related to click chemistry. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. I am Dr. Aparna Anand. I am a DHR women scientist working in AIVI, that is virology and immunology. My area of expertise is alternative therapeutics for treating infectious diseases, mainly bacterial infections. I work extensively on Streptococcus pyogenes and Klebsiella pneumoniae infections.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Dr. Deepika Chauhan, and I'm associated with Amity Center for Nanomedicine. My research area include nanotechnology-based biomedical application, mainly point-of-care diagnostic devices for infection and antimicrobial resistance and drug delivery systems.
Thank you.
Good evening. I am Sonia Kapoor. I'm working with the group of Dr. Das in molecular medicine and stem cell research. My area focuses on deciphering the crosstalk between the macrophages, tumor-associated macrophages, and the breast cancer cells. And having been trained in the area of biomaterials and cancer biology, we are trying to create some models, 3D models, to recapitulate the tumor microenvironment. The objective is to identify new targets as well as new therapeutics. Thank you.
Thank you, Shinjini.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Sanjini Dasgupta from Molecular Medicine and Stem Cell Research. So I have been DPT Wellcome Trust Early Career Fellow, and my work is on protein aggregation and amyloid formation and how it is relevant to cancer oncology. We are targeting amyloids and in patient-derived organoid models, as well as in trying our vision in microfluidics as well. So
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Myself, Dr. Yogita Adlakha. I work at Amity Institute of Molecular Medicine and Stem Cell Research. And my focus of research is to develop advanced model to study human brain development as well as neurodevelopmental disorder, such as autism, using stem cells and brain organoids.
Thank you. Can we move to Dr. Tendon?
I'm Chandradeep Tandon, sir. As a researcher, I work in the area of kidney stones, management of kidney stones for many years. And I'm currently, as Dr. Das pointed out, running a project in which we are shaken hand with allopathic and homeopathic to decipher the mechanism of kidney stone formation. This is the first. Then I'm also Dean of Faculty of Bioscience and Biotechnology. So you just heard my colleagues, so proud of them, all of them. And sir, I'm also additional professor of research. So we take care of, I'm supposed to take care of all the PhD programs and all the research and the projects. Thank you, sir.
You're doing it very well. Dr. Murthy.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Dr. B.K. Murthy.
I am in the Amity Foundation for Science, Technology and International Alliances. Before joining here, I was in the Ministry of Electronics and IT. Here, I drive the quantum computing mission and also the faculty startups and entrepreneurship development. I am the I am instrumental. I was instrumental for getting the first quantum simulator in the country, and also the national knowledge network, which all the 1,500 institutions across the country they are using it. I was instrumental for this.
He's the Dean
And
Translational Research. Great responsibility.
I was a National Wasvik Award winner for 2020 for instrumentation information communication technologies.
Thank you. Dr. Basant Singh Shikarwar.
Good afternoon, sir. I am a Professor Dr. Basant Singh Sikarwar. I am heading the Department of Mechanical Engineering. My master's from Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee, PhD from IIT Kanpur, and postdoc from Iowa State University. My research area is quite diversified, but presently I am working on three problems. One problem I am working on how can generate the water from the space application, microgravity. And second problem, I'm working on a cooling of electronics in next generation, like where the heat generation is more than 200 watt per centimeter square. Any defense applications like a laser, all these things. So how can cool it like this? And third problem we have to work on, we have to create a wettability gradient surface that can be a generate the water without any using the gravity. And thank you, sir.
His very important project of he is looking at the thermal management.
Yes.
Is his core computer.
Yes. So
and looking at the lasers. Laser sources produce tremendous heat.
Yes.
He's working on that.
So basically, our defense system, they are making a many type of lasers for the high weapon direct systems. So
thank you.
Recently, we developed a 25 kilowatt lasers. Now we are going to 250 kilowatt lasers. So they needed 250 kilowatt laser cooling systems without any vapor compression.
And he has designed a dual pump.
Yeah. This is the pump to phase cooling type of system. Very kind of a compact, lightweight, and 30 kg of this cooling system can be produced like a 250 kilowatt. That can be removed at 250 kilowatt heat in from the
Thank
system.
you. He's also looking at electrolyzer. How do we blend?
Yes. So this is the very interesting problem. You know that hydrogen is a one fuel, but how can you use in automobile sectors? So we are thinking to use the hydrogen in automobiles. So we use the two approach. One, we have to enrich the air by using more and more hydrogen, and second, we have to inject the hydrogen in the engines. So two directions we are working. And both.
Thank you. Can you give it to Abhishek?
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Dr. Abhishek Sengupta, and I'm an associate professor at Amity Institute of Biotechnology. I can relate with you in one of the projects that I recently got on schizophrenia. So I'm a computational biologist and a bioinformatician here. And my lab works on improving healthcare using systems biology and data science. Right, so the project that I got is on schizophrenia, finding out the methylome biomarkers on drug-free schizophrenia, and also predicting designing an AI tool that can predict the complications in cardio metabolic disorders for the medicines that are used for treating schizophrenia. So that is with NIMHANS Bangalore, AIMS Delhi, and PGI Chandigarh. So that is the project that I got, and I am the only computer biologist who will be handling so many cohort of data of schizophrenic patients in this project.
Can you also mention about your
Yeah.
at the ICMR?
Yes. And another project that I have already completed is on IVF and infertility. So I use AI prediction on predicting the various causes for infertility. So early prediction of infertility, because it is useful in the IVF sector, and IVF sector is a growing, has grown immensely. And the product that I have made is going to predict the success rate of IVF outcome in socio-economical scenario in India, because the poor people cannot afford such a high cost of IVF. So the tool that I have developed in association with Gangaram Hospital, in thousands of couples, patient couples, we have generated. It will be soon in the market, not market. It will be soon out, and we can solve their problems, by knowing it early, whether the IVF will be successful or not. And another one is with ICMR, which was technology transferred and patented also, is a fertility predictor based on Y chromosome microdeletion. And this is in market now, and has been technology transferred to one of the company in Pune, and it predicts the microdeletion, Y chromosome microdeletion based on certain markers, and it is being technology transferred along with a PCR kit which has been developed by the ICMR. And the tool,
It's a collaborative endeavor between ICMR institution. We have formal MOU with ICMR.
Yes.
And with MIT.
And the tool has been created by my lab.
Yeah, great work. Good. Can you pass on that? Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Gundeep Kaur. I did my postdoc from MD Anderson Cancer Center, Houston, Texas. I'm a Ramanujan Fellow at MIT Institute of Biotechnology. The broad area of my research is cancer epigenetics, drug discovery, and structural biology, with a focus to design novel protacs and molecular glues for targeting hemoglobinopathies and rare genetic disorders. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Soni Kondal, and I'm working as an assistant professor in MIT Institute of Biotechnology. So my area of expertise is a recently discovered phenomenon called liquid-liquid phase separation and designing synthetic biomolecular condensates to enhance the efficacy of therapeutic and industrial enzymes. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shagnika Das. I work for MIT Institute of Biotechnology. We are a very small group, Center for Marine Science and Technology in the ocean and atmospheric science background. I am a marine ecotoxicologist, and I've joined MIT from Laboratory of Oceanology and Geosciences, which is the CNRS. And proudly to be announced that MIT University last year made it to United Nations Ocean Conference. And we are a small group, but even though we made it. Thank you so much.
Very good. Welcome.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Ranjit Vishnurathan. I also work in Marine Science Center, and my expertise is marine pollution, its modeling and impacts. Thank you.
They are also looking at seaweeds and others for medical applications.
Sir.
He's Dr. Sumita Sahu.
A very good afternoon, sir. With the vision, mission, and mandate of our honorable founder present, sir, to realize Amity University amongst the topmost in research innovation, I'm Dr. Smita Sahu, serving in our in-house Amity IPR cell and extending all possible structural and functional enablements to our researchers, faculties, and students towards establishment of a forward-looking, progressive IP ecosystem. So it caters to entire innovation life cycle, right from generating an extensive prior art search report, highlighting the gray areas in the technology landscape so as to address it and have a better market absorbance. I myself am a patent attorney, and I'm addressing to entire IP prosecutions to ensure that it passes through successfully through the lens of the patent law. As on date, sir, we have filed more than 2,825 patent applications catering to diverse technology domain. To name few, sir, green technology, waste to wealth, the resource optimization, medical technologies and digital health interventions using IoT, AI, and machine learning. And sir, this is to submit that during COVID period, our researchers have come out with a number of good diagnostic kits and also low-cost ventilator. And not only patents, sir, we have diversified our IP portfolio by filing a number of copyrights, trademark, industrial designs. And last year in 2025, Amity University was felicitated by the Government of India, Ministry of Commerce Industry, for being the topmost copyright filer in the country. And as on date, more than 460 applications have been granted, which our Directorate of Innovation Technology Transfer are leveraging for societal benefit. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Smita.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Good afternoon,
He's
everyone.
very committed, 24/7.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Sujata Pandey.
I'm professor of electronics and communication engineering. My core area of research includes semiconductors, circuit design, and system on chip design also. Presently, I'm working on two research projects, one on development of synaptic devices for neuromorphic computing, and second one implementing quantum security algorithms for free space optical communications. This is the core research area. Now I talk about the work area. I am also heading Amity Innovation and Design Center. It is a central hub or facility being created for the students of Amity University to come at the center with an idea, and we help them develop a prototype.
Thank you. You are going to make a presentation.
Yeah, I will
Thank
give
you,
a
Sujata.
presentation on
Can you
that.
just- Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Rachna Sani from Biotechnology. I work in the area of electrochemical biosensor. Presently, I am working in the area of development of wearable biosensor for health check and specifically for kidney health. That is, we are trying to measure creatinine in sweat by development of flexible biosensor. And this is the project we have in my lab.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Alok Kumar Singh. I have done my PhD from Central Drug Research Institute, Lucknow, and I have done my postdoc from Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine. And I'm working in Amity Institute of Biotechnology. I'm a microbiologist. My lab is currently dealing with the problem of drug discovery and antimicrobial resistance. So the current project that I'm working is on addressing the implant-associated infections. Also, we are working in the field of microbe-microbe interaction. It's a very new emerging field where we are trying to understand how microbes in a biofilm interact with each other. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. Welcome to Amity. I'm Dr. Devlina Pramanik. I work with Amity Institute of Biotechnology, and I'm trying to establish my own laboratory on environmental materials and monitoring. So our lab focuses on research on micro and nanoplastic pollution, and my cohort includes not only Amity University, but University of Leeds, UK, who is my alma mater, and Center for Nano and Soft Matter Sciences, Bengaluru, and AIMS, New Delhi, where we do anything and everything related to micro and nanoplastics pollution. We develop materials for detection, which includes nanoprobes, colloidal suspensions, and we do the methods for remediation, that is the natural membranes, and we also work on the toxicological impacts on the human cell lines and also the animal models. That's about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Just goodwill, just both of you. Just Suresh also. You start with Suresh.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. We met Dr. Anurag, and I am proudly and fortunately with the Honorable Chancellor Sir and our trustees from the last 25 years, helping in the expansion of the group and the operations of the group.
Thank you. He's doing a great job.
Good evening, sir. This is Dr. Goodwill Coker, and I'm working with Dr. Selva Murthy in Amity Science Technology Innovation Foundation, and I look after all the research collaboration for the national and international. Thank you.
Thank you. So if I have your permission, we have short presentation from them on the areas related to, if it's okay. Very brief. Yeah, maybe 3 minutes each. So we'll start with Pooja. There are only 3.
Only do that on your sleep.
Yeah. Just bring the highlights of it, huh? 4. Just to give a flavor of what we are doing.
So good afternoon once again. I literally will have to run through the presentation. I'm sorry. I'm Pooja Vijayaraghavan. I'm the director of Amity Institute of Biotechnology, but here I would be presenting on behalf of Faculty of Biosciences and Biotechnology. A lot of them are already here, my faculty colleagues. So Faculty of Biosciences and Biotechnology is a faculty with 5 centers and 5 institutes and 1 center. So Amity Institute of Biotechnology, Genome Engineering, Immunology, Virology, Molecular Medicine, Stem Cell Research, and Microbial Technology are our institutes, and Amity Center for Nanomedicine is the center within the faculty. So this is how we are placed. Our dean is Professor Dr. Chandradeep Tandon, who's here, and the rest of the directors of the institute are mentioned. We have developed a very high intellectual capital in terms of people whom we have within this faculty. We have faculty members who have joined Amity Institute of, Faculty of Biosciences from some of the best global and national organizations, and we are very, very proud of it. And that is the reason why we are able to achieve so much that we have. We run 30 plus undergrad programs within the faculty and 50 plus postgraduate and doctoral programs together within the faculty again. I just missed to tell you that we have a student strength of 2,500 within the faculty and 130 plus faculty members. And I'm again very proud to say that 99% of our faculty members are PhDs. A lot of them have postdoctoral experience, and they are all into active research. So I would not be able to present all the research, but some of it we would be going through. The faculty has tremendous expertise, and that is because of the infrastructure that we have developed. We have very good research laboratories, and I would like to tell you that both undergrad and postgrad students are motivated to join these research laboratories, even though we are different institutes within the faculty, but students are motivated to join these laboratories no matter which institute, second year onwards for the undergrad student and from the start for a postgrad student. And when they are in these research labs, they are able to publish papers, they are able to file patents, and this has, this has really brought laurels to the organization, and they are able to, because of this, they are able to also go, go for higher education in some of the best organizations, both globally and nationally. We also have a stem cell culture facility that has been developed with Amity Institute of Molecular Medicine and Stem Cell Research. When we talk about the research achievements that we have in last 5 years, 500 million INR has been funded to our research scientists. We have publications in some of the best journals, right from Cell, ACS, Biomaterials, Nature Communication, JBC, etc. When we talk about the patents that had been filed by our faculty members within the faculty, 450 patents have been filed and more than 150 have been granted. The faculty has also commercialized 5 products. These are some of the funding agencies under which we have received funding for within our faculty, right from India Alliance, DBT Wellcome Trust, to BIRAC, to BRICS, to ASEAN, to anything you talk about, we have been funded within the faculty. Our faculty members are doing really, really great. Major research interests, I'll just rush through this because you have heard already a lot. Biotechnology is, as I told you, we have 6 centers, and these 6 centers are working in different areas. So we have people working, faculty members working in the area of biofuels, biorefinery, bioenergy, understanding mechanism of action of natural products. We are identifying new molecules, discovering novel targets, biomarkers. We have a very strong bioinformatics team, so we are working in the area of AI/ML for healthcare, drug discovery, etc. Amity Institute of Molecular Medicine and Stem Cell Research is working in the area of tissue engineering, xenograft, patient-derived xenograft, novel biomarkers. Amity Institute of Microbial Technology is working in the area of environmental microbiology, plant genome editing, microbial ecology, enzyme technology, to name a few. Amity Institute of Immunology and Virology in the area of virus diagnostics, aquatic virology, respiratory virus biology. And they also have very good research projects running. Amity Institute of Genome Engineering is working in the area of biotic and abiotic stress, developmental biology, nutrition biofortification, genomics, epigenetics. And Amity Center for Nanomedicine is working in the area of new generation nanomaterials, antimicrobial drug resistance, drug delivery, and antibiotic degradation. Yes, I'll just quickly do it. So you've already heard a lot of our faculty members who are sitting here who are working in different areas in biomedical engineering. So Dr. Prakash Baligar has already, so I'll just rush through this because everybody has already spoken about what they are doing. So Dr. Prakash Baligar, who's part of AMSER, which is Molecular Medicine and Stem Cell, is working in the area of developing natural skin with hair follicles. He's also working in the area of 3D printed gelatin-based scaffold for the treatment of alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency. He's here.
Dr. Arindam Pramanik, who could not be here today, is working in the area of lipid nanoparticles. So he's actually making cubosomes. And these cubosomes, again, are lipid nanoparticles, but they are more stable and they can be embedded with a lot more drug than a regular lipid nanoparticle. So he's working in this area for targeted cancer drug delivery, specifically for breast cancer. Dr. Rachna Sahani is here. She's here. She's working in the area of biosensor and she's developing nanomaterials for the fabrication of electrochemical biosensors, particularly for measurement of these biomarkers in blood, sweat, and saliva for rapid detection of chronic kidney diseases. Then Dr. Sinjini Das Gupta, who's part of AMSR, is working in the area of microfluidics-based approach to study p53 amyloid-driven tumor macrophage crosstalk, and she's investigating how secreted factors of p53 amyloid-expressing cancer cells influence and reprogram macrophage polarization. Dr. Ranjit, who is a part of the Center for Marine Biotechnology, is working in the area of detection of plastic pollutants, and it is a sustainable, low-cost method using microwaves. Dr. Shagnika is working on Craft by Sea, which is a climate-resilient aquafeed technology using bycatch, insect, and seaweed. And they have their project, which has been submitted to EU, is in one of its last stages. So we hope we get that. Dr. Devlina Pramanik, who is here, is working with environmental materials and monitoring. She's working to design functional nanoprobes and colloids for detection of micro and nanoplastics, which she spoke about. Dr. Sonia Kapoor, part of AMSR, is working on reconstructing the tumor microenvironment in vitro. She's understanding chemoresistance and designing multi-targeted drug delivery system. She's developing in vitro models for breast tumor microenvironment using 3D bioprinter. We have that facility in the department. Dr. Sudeep Bose is working in the area of cancer and sleep apnea. Again, he's working towards understanding the biomarkers, and also along with Dr. Ranu Nayak, they are working towards making a nano chip. Professor Dr. Kamal Rawal is working in the area of AI. Two of his products, which is Vaxi Elan and Vaxi DL, is for understanding vaccine pipelines. DrugX is for repurposing of the available vaccines for new diseases. And AI Vision is an artificial intelligence-based pipeline for image, clinical, and genomic features to support the clinicians.
He is looking at downstreaming. If you have 200 molecules, how do you downstream to 2 or 3 and then start developing it? Predicting the side effects using the AI platform.
And he's also, in the last stages of starting his own company within the Amity.
Baylor College of Medicine is our partner for this.
Yes, Baylor College of Medicine and also Pfizer. So Pfizer has also funded extensively. All the projects that I'm showing here are all funded by government and private organizations. Dr. Jasleen is working in the area. She is from Amity Institute of Immunology and Virology. She is working in the area of synthesis and biological evaluation of new targeted magnetic resonance imaging contrast agents. She just spoke about her work. It focuses on the design, click synthesis, and biological evaluations of new ethyl estradiols-based MRI contrast agents. Dr. Soni Kondal, who is here, is working on the liquid-liquid phase separation as molecular biodesign strategy for next-generation enzymatic therapeutics. And Dr. Gundeep is working in the area of structure-guided strategies, where her team is working. She's a Ramanujan Fellow. She's working. Her team actually is working to engineer hemoglobin-based molecular glues that would reprogram pathological HPS polarization. So, last slide. And Dr. Abhishek has extensively spoken about his project, and also the PCR kit and the tool that has been developed along with ICMR, which is now in the market. So that is the kit.
Thank you, Pooja.
So last slide. Dr. Alok Kumar Singh. So I just wanted to speak about this slide also because this lab has BIRAC EUA fellows. So these are undergrad students who have received the fellowship from BIRAC EUA, and his lab supports a lot of undergrad students who are working on novel concepts and the work which has societal importance. So here they are actually working on urine in sewage, which obviously is a pollutant, and how it can be made into a more wealth, from waste to wealth. So that's the concept.
To Pooja.
Thank you.
You're able to compress such a vast presentation in a few minutes. And
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Now, can we request Sujata Pandey for the Design Center? Good, very good. Five minutes. Huh?
Good afternoon, all. So, Amity Innovation and Design Center, it's a vibrant innovation and research and entrepreneurship ecosystem where students from all the disciplines of Amity University, they come to our center with an idea and we help them to build a proof of concept so that it can later be translated into some startup or it may result into a patent. So we support student, faculty, and startups in designing, prototyping, and product development. We conduct open elective courses related to innovation and design. We provide mentorship, technical guidance, and innovation infrastructure. It acts as a bridge between ideas, prototypes, patents, and then startups. So the technical activities of the center is designing, research, and proof of concept development. We train students in hardware, software, AI, and product development. We also support patent copyright filing for student innovations. We develop working projects, POCs, MVPs for competitions and further pitching before investors. So these are the courses that we have developed for the students, and we offer a 2-credit open elective course to all the students of this university so that based on their interest, they can join these courses and learn the skill in which they want to excel. The first one is the Innovation by Design course. So I myself teach this course and we have around 150 students enrolled for this particular course. And the other course, which has a large number of students, is Introduction to 3D Printing, where we have around 70 students. And these students are from all the disciplines. So there may be students from law, from design, from engineering, from management. So we help them, and the outcome of these courses is any idea. And we have a POC or a prototype built corresponding to the idea that the student is developing during this course. So some of the achievements I would like to highlight. So in last 5 years, we have developed around 1,150 student projects, and some have resulted in startups as well as in patents. It is the vision of our Honorable Chancellor, sir, that we should be helping the students whenever they come up with idea, with whatever material we have in the lab. So in last 2 years, we have helped around 93 student groups with the materials and consumables. Last year only we have started summer internship for our students, and around 34 students have registered for the summer internship, which is a 3-credit course. And again, the outcome is a prototype. In last 3 years, we have filed 46 patents, and these patents include technical as well as design patents. And we have also filed few copyrights, and few patents have also been granted. We have mentored around 14 startups, and there are many competitions in which our students participate. We also organize idea competitions and hackathons on regular basis, so that when we float a problem statement, the student come up with their solutions, and then they are being judged for the accuracy as well as the innovativeness, and then we award them. So this is a small prototype that has been built by our students.
Self-balancing EV bike, a unique design built around a cylindrical chassis and hubless wheel architecture. The core innovation lies in its ability to balance itself using a gyroscopic control system powered by dual MPU 6500 sensors. One sensor is mounted inside the rotating chassis, the other on the outer frame. These sensors detect tilt and orientation in real time. This is the proof of
So this student startup, he has registered 2 startups. It was a proof of concept, and presently we are developing a real-time e-bike in our lab only. The second one, we have developed a AI-assisted conversion for scanned parliamentary debates. So we had a project from our parliament, Lok Sabha, and they had a problem in translating the documents which were written in the initial stages, which were typewritten and all. So the existing OCR system could not translate into the word form. So we were able to translate this document into a word form which can be translated into many Indian languages. This is a problem statement which came from our rehabilitation department. They said that there is a problem of training or making the children with the CP patients who are young to do exercises. So we have developed a gaming device. So there is a small video also corresponding to that. So you see that the hands, the person is the device is put on the hands. When he is moving the hands, actually he is thinking that he is playing the games, but actually he is doing the exercises. So we have tested it also on few children, and then it was found very interesting and motivating also for final implementation. Next, we also carry out some projects from Indian Navy, and this is a tethered underwater vehicle with dexterous arm, which was given as a project to our institution, and we have also successfully completed it. This is because in the winters there's a problem of fog in northern India. So we have developed a real-time dehazing model for live camera footage enhancement. So the model is also available in our lab. So we have a very good 3D printing facility also. We have printed many devices. And during the COVID time also, we have contributed many innovations in the form of UV, ozone, and general sanitizers that we have developed. So these are some 3D printed designs which are available, and some have motion and some are still, which are visible in, which are being kept in the lab. And each of the innovation that you see here, few we have filed design patents, and they are all usable, they have a purpose. So the idea was like that. So many examples there. The corner one, it is a fashion suggestion system. So the system, our software, it will take an image of you, and then it will suggest you which kind of fashion or dresses it suits you. So again, many such kind of applications are there. We have also developed a GPT based on Bhagavad Gita. So if you ask any, because all of us know that if there is a problem or if you want some suggestion, we get the solution from Bhagavad Gita. So we have developed this GPT where you ask any question, it will give you a solution for that. So I'm quickly actually covering all these things. So all these innovations are being...
30 seconds.
Okay, sir. I'm running very fast. So this student, the corner one, he has developed a pocket lab. He has made a device which we call it a pocket lab. Any enthusiast who want to develop some projects and all, you just simply attach to it. He will tell you what it is and how you can use it and all. So again, he is working. He's a data science engineer and is working towards his startup as well. These are laser printed and laser cutted many design innovations and being developed in the lab. So I would like to show you a quick video of some of the things that are available in our lab. So these are the 3D printers which are there in the lab. So many models which we have displayed also. So I invite you to our lab so that you can have a look into the things that the students make. So the printer in making. So it's so any kind of flexible designs also we can print through these printers. Then these are some components and devices that we have kept in our lab. So this one is a CNC machine which is being used for cutting the metals as well. Wood and all components that can be cut is there in the lab. So thank you. And in the end, I would like to invite you to our lab so that you can see the things happening over here. And our motto is that all ideas are good ideas, and we welcome the ideas.
We will
and
bring him to him later.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, Mona Lisa Mukherjee, can you quickly, 5 minutes, huh? See, we are creating the design culture, because for any equipment, that's a starting point. So this is among the students. We are creating this. So the design center, thousands of students, we are now going to train them, skill them in design. Mona Lisa Mukherjee.
Yeah, 5 minutes. So, very good afternoon and welcome Dr. Anurag to Amity University. So as I said that I am the director of Amity Institute of Click Chemistry Research and Studies. So for reaching new destinations, new avenues are paved. In a similar way, I started my journey as a biologist, as a chemist to learn about click chemistry, learned about that, and in 2017, I set forth the dawn of click chemistry as Amity Institute of Click Chemistry Research and Studies with the idea of Professor Barry Sharpless, because I got to see him in Nottingham University and University of Leeds while working with John Moses. So in 2022, the Nobel Prize was shared by Professor Sharpless, Professor Morton Mandel, and Caroline Bartholdi. So the Click Chemistry Institute, John Moses started with a chairman of the institute, who is right now the chair professor of Cold Spring Harbor Laboratory. Myself, Mona Lisa Mukherjee, working in the area of materiobiology, nanobiomaterials, research, and click chemistry, algal nanobionics, drug delivery, biosensing. I have entered as an associate editor, board of scientific report, chemical biology and chemistry, as an editorial board of biocatalysis and biotransformation. And soon I will be joining the advisory board of ACS Applied Biomaterials. I'm a fellow of Royal Society of Chemistry, and these are my brilliant pools of scientists who has joined me as Ramalunchan and Ramalinga Swami Fellows. To name them, Dr. Saikat Datta, Dr. Sandeep Chakravarti, Dr. Ranjan Patra, Dr. Vivek Mishra, Dr. Pooja Prasad, Dr. Milan, and Dr. Debabrato Dev, who I am coming slowly about the research highlights, diabetic wound healing, scarless healing of burn wounds. I do take care in my lab, stem cells migration, and this time we have been doing this work to develop an alternative of Stem Pro kit, which is normally marketed by Thermo and Gipco, and that we have done with the using different kind of biogenic, nitrogen-doped and other co-doped materials. We do work in the interface of chemistry and biology to develop some of the triazole-based molecules which can act as for scarless healing of diabetic wounds. We also work in algal nanobionics, and recently we are trying to see that how these nanomaterials can use as a scaffold to regenerate these algal biocells for the production of hydrogen. That is our new motto. We are trying to join hands with University of Massachusetts for that. We have come up with a new approach which has recently come up in material horizon in the area of biomorph. As you know, cough and morph received the Nobel Prize this year, and Omar Yagi has grabbed that Nobel Prize. But again, morph and cough has some disadvantage when we come to the biological sector for healthcare. So why not take out the organic linker and come out with the bio-based linkers, that is arginine or say citrulline or some other aspartic acid, and make them biocompatible. So we call it biomorph. In that arena, Professor Seema Bhatnagar from Center for Nanomedicine is joining hands with me to develop some of the molecules, and also Dr. Jesslyn Carr to use these molecules to test their antifungal activities. These are the beautiful morphologies.
Away from the mic.
Yeah. Okay. So these are some of the work. As you are a chemical engineer, we will be happy to know that we have a chemical engineer, Dr. Saikat Datta, who is top 2%, and he's also recently joined as the editorial board of ACS Sustainable Chemistry. He works in the area of material chemistry, nanoscience, electrosorption, supercapacitors, metal ion batteries. This is the lab he has developed after getting the fund of 1.8 crore jointly with me from DBT. And this is the current research area: electrochemical energy, atomic scale materials, enzymatic biomaterials, and number of good publications. And recently he has published in Angwenta Chemi, which I am coming soon. Professor Sandeep Chakravarti, who has joined with us from nanotechnology, and he's my buddy. We have done a lot of good work when we were in masters, and then he moved to work with Dr. C.N.R. Rao, the person who got the Bharat Ratna, and his work area is photothermal desalination of water, an important arena of chemical engineering where you can mimic the mangrove tree and try to make potable water from salt water. Dr. Ranjan Patra doing important work in the area of xenobiotics, mimicking cytochrome P450 and nitric oxide synthesis. And recently he has come up with Angwenta Chemi, where he has given a plausible mechanistic pathway that when cytochrome P450 starts malfunctioning, so as a porphyrin chemist and with the doctors, what he can do in the next generation medicine. So these are some of the work from his lab. He has done work in ACS catalysis, and he got the Young Investigator Award from ACS Catalysis last year. Dr. Vivek Mishra recently published the Chemical Review, again, the flagship journal, because of the work in the polymer chemistry using click chemistry. So this is first of its kinds, and you will be happy to know that Han Juelaf, who is a Horizon Prize winner 2022, joined hand with us to make this possible. These are the publications in this area. Dr. Pooja Prasad recently got US patent granted to make a marker for early detection of cancer. She is again MS PhD from ISC Bangalore. Her work area is drug delivery, medicinal chemistry, antibacterial agent. And these are some of the excellent research papers she has done. And she's going to join the editorial board of Chemcom, which is highly reputed in chemistry. Dr. Milan Bera joined us as a Ramanujan fellow, and he's working in the area of photocatalysis. And you will be happy to know this time 2 IITs has received this prize, Best Thymie Award, and not even central and state universities. It is Amity University, Amity Institute of Click Chemistry, who has bagged the prize, and Milan Bera has got for doing phenomenal work in green chemistry and organic letters. So these are the work, and you will be happy to know there's a one name of a compound in the name of Milan Bera in Sigma Aldrich. So these are the publications from his group. And last but not the least, Dr. Debobroto De, a person who is a chemist converted to biologist, has joined hand with us, and he's working in the confocal-based microscope. He has worked as a staff scientist for 10 years in Weizmann. And these are some of the publications, the glimpse of granted patents only in biomedical engineering arena. These are some of the publications. And the publications, we have got the Editor Choice Biomacromolecules Award for doing excellent work in stem cells biology. These are the research labs which we have developed. You can go, we have a wonderful web page, AICCRS, and in the name of Amity Multitech Instrumentation, in the name of our beloved ma'am, Amita ma'am, Dr. Amita ma'am. And a small state-of-art facility which we have developed. We grabbed this fund of 2.8 crore, and founder president sir and our chancellor sir, Amolji, everybody helped us to develop this state-of-art facility. And with Pratishtita Pandey, we are coming up to show that we can train the bachelor's and master's students, not only the research scholars, with the hand-on trainings. So that we had 7 years inception of this, starting of this department. We had 15 crores funded projects. We are running 2 courses, PhD in molecular science and engineering, masters in molecular chemistry, because all the things are developing of molecules and to understand whether they can take care of the 2D and 3D microenvironment, adapt the 3D culture. So that's what we are doing. We have excellent students, and our students from Click Chemistry got the opportunity to get postdoc in Johns Hopkins, my 8th student, my 7th student in Harvard Medical School. And we will be happy to know this time, Anthony Giuseppe, one of the biomedical leader, has nominated my name for this conference. And I'm going as an international committee member, as well as keynote speaker, session chair. And it is my proud privilege and honor to meet Jennifer Doudna, who is known for CRISPR-Cas. And these are the students' achievement from Amity University Click Chemistry. Student got Newton's Fellowship. So days are not far, Dr. Anurag. We will have number of fellowships, Newton's Fellowship, even for your Marie Curie and Humboldt from Click Chemistry and Amity University as a whole. And we do a lot of work. We are passionate. The labs are open Saturday and Sunday. We met John Morton Model, the Click chemist, and it's a team. Wherever I go, I try to take my team so that they get energized and work with 3 Ps, passions, perseverance, and patience. And this is, we are AICCRS, and thank you.
Very good. Let's give a big clap to Monica. Wonderful. Great job. So now that will conclude. Sima, we have finished the presentation, because we have a number of presentations, but we'll bring him next time. Certainly we'll request him. I now request Chancellor to, and then to say a few words to him. Okay, I think we will request Dr. Anurag to talk about, his center design and what he thinks about Amity and what.
Thank you so much, and what a privilege it is for me to be at MIT. And I'd heard of the university, I'd known about it, and in fact, I met one of your colleagues in Raipur last year. I'm from Raipur, so thank you for having a university there. Um, I'm also very impressed by the energy that you all have. That's usually a very good sign. Science as an endeavor is a very serious sort of activity, but that doesn't mean that we can't be passionate about it. So that passion shows in all of the introductions as well as the presentations. Sorry, I couldn't hear all of it. There was one that was left, but I will be back, I promise. What I'll do is I'll take a few minutes to describe the work that we do at Stanford and talk about, and I would prefer for it to be an sort of engagement and interaction. I would love any questions that you may have. I may have questions for you. That really was a key objective for this. So I won't spend too much time talking about our center. I can always send more information. I can do a full presentation on it, but I'll just do a high level summary of it. So Stanford by Design is a 25-year-old center. It is celebrating its 25th year this year. And for the first 7 years, it was really focused on unmet needs in the US, first world needs, if you will. And 2007 is when we decided that we're going to take it to the rest of the world. And the first country we chose was India. Now, why we chose India? It was a very unusual choice. India did not have a lot of history of medical technology innovation at that time. This is 19 years back we're talking about it. But there was a really remarkable gentleman, Dr. Raj Bhan. I don't know how many of you have had a chance to work with him. Phenomenal gentleman, and India owes a lot to that man in terms of health technology innovation. Anyway, we brought this methodology to India in 2007, working with AIMS, IIT Delhi, supported by DBT on India side, and then we funded it on the US side because that was, we wanted to invest in it at that time. We ran the program for 8 years, and then we handed the program to AIMS and IIT Delhi, and they basically have continued to run the program. Since then, there are 10 more programs have come out in India, so 11 programs, by design programs, all at IITs or IISCs. And India has become now the third largest innovation ecosystem, or fourth largest, depending on how you count it. And that's a big deal. That's a big deal for a country just 20 years back wasn't anywhere on the map. You look at Israel, you look at US, China now. I mean, these are folks that have invested tremendous amount of resources to be where they are, and they had a lot of things going for them when they started. And for India to count in the ranks of these countries is a great success. And a lot of it, of course, has happened over the last decade, where India has become very aspirational. But we are not done, right? Healthcare remains a very important unmet need. Places like India, so out of the 8 billion people in the world, there are 5 billion people who do not have meaningful access to healthcare. 3 billion who live in high-income countries do. Even within those countries, even in the US. So there's a course that I teach at Stanford, which is focused on scaling health technologies in underserved settings, and women's health in the US, pediatric health in the US, healthcare in rural communities of India, of the US. They are all part of that underserved community. There are close to 100 million people in the US that could be considered to be underserved, actually, out of 350. So it's a global challenge. 5 billion people do not have meaningful access to healthcare, and a big part of that is really access to health technology, right? The challenge is that the way we have addressed health technology, access to health technology, is by investing more and more in healthcare. America spends 18% of its GDP on healthcare. Europe spends about 10%, considered to be gold standard. We spend here 2.5% in India. China spends about 4.5%. If India were to spend at the level that US does, we'll go bankrupt before we can solve our health problems. India has other things to do. We have schools to build, bridges to build. So going from 2.5% to nearly 20% is not an option, right? Could we go up to 10%? That is also hard. So how do you do that? The only way you bend the cost outcome curve, for every rupee, more patients are treated, more disease burden is addressed, is through innovation, health technology innovation. Health technology is one of the critical elements of bringing access to the last mile. I call it the first mile. The reason I call it the first mile, I'll just ask a quick question. Why do you think I call it the first mile? Oh, I don't call it the last mile. Most folks call rural communities, community settings, all of those as last mile. Why should we call it the first mile? Any thoughts? Well, largest impact. And I think it also shows the patient centricity, community centricity. If this book, Reimagining Health, the first chapter, actually, I described it to you, Dr. Chauhan. It talks about reimagining health, which is more human-centered, more community-centered, more in the homes and workplaces and villages and towns of the country, rather than in tertiary care institutions. We still need tertiary care institutions. You got a heart attack, you got to go to a cath lab and get your stenting done, right? If you have serious condition like cancer that's in fourth stage, you have to potentially go to a tertiary care center, or you may be in a home setting being basically palliative therapy. I mean, that could also be possible. But the bottom line is that 80 to 90% of our health burden could potentially be addressed in secondary and primary care setting. But it doesn't happen today because we have moved from what used to be healthcare hundreds of years back to what I call sick care. Most of the care has moved to healthcare institutions, and the only time we deal with those healthcare institutions is when we are sick. Imagine, do you ever go to a hospital when you're not sick? You don't, right? So that sick care system is actually a broken model. It increases costs. You are basically throwing kitchen sink at a health burden that is pretty diverse, very distributed. And some of that health burden could be task shifted, could be addressed in home and community settings. So for a country like India, and you all are problem solvers for India, for a country like India, the only way you're going to solve the health problems for India and for those 5 billion people around the world is by health technology innovation. That is the context in which the work that we've been doing in India comes from. So over the last 19 years, not only are there all these biodesign programs that have been built, we don't directly engage with them, we advise them, we guide them, but we don't work with them directly. They're running independently. Our focus over the last 8-10 years has really been on translation, making sure that these technologies that are being developed in these innovation centers are actually getting to the patients. But like I said, we are not done, right? Most of these technologies haven't scaled. There are some examples of technologies that have gone to 20 million patients, 25 million patients. Most majority of them haven't. India also has an opportunity to, so addressing health burden is one part of it. There's a second piece of it, which is economic. You actually can create high value jobs for this country. You can create economic activity that would add to the GDP of this nation, which will lift all boats, right? That's the second piece of it. And third one is that you can be problem solvers for the rest of the world. I think many of you have worked with WHO. There are a lot of these global health settings which could directly benefit from the kinds of solutions that we are talking about here, right? So those are the three really tangible benefits coming out of this work that we've been doing in India. And it's really exciting to see this level of talent and this level of capacity at MIT, because you have a wonderful substrate to do this. And it's unfortunate that we didn't have a biodesign program here before, but we can fix that, right? We can fix that. And Dr. Chauhan visiting Stanford was an important starting point for us. Let me talk a little bit about the biodesign framework itself. Biodesign is a combination. It's a name that came out from our founding director. He was an interventional cardiologist. He wasn't a big branding person. That's not his expertise. Amazing guy, Dr. Paul Yacht. He invented rapid exchange catheter, which has treated billions of patients, right? And we were in a building, and you came to that building. Building is called BioX. X stands for anything other than bio, right? So we sit between School of Medicine and School of Engineering, and BioX suggests cross-functionality, cross-disciplinarity of innovation process. And I heard that around the table today. All of you actually are collaborating with each other, crossing, traditional boundaries of disciplines. And that's super important for innovation. And we discovered that, decades ago at Stanford. And Stanford is a very hyphenated, like we have lots of hyphenated degrees, right? My students in my class come from School of Sustainability, School of Law, School of Medicine for sure, because the course is at School of Medicine, but School of Engineering, School of Arts and Sciences. So it's a truly a very multidisciplinary thing. So BioX, the reason it was called biodesign is because this is a design thinking based program. So the guiding principle for the methodology is find an unmet need before you solve it, which is what design thinking is. Yeah, sure. Yeah, so it's basically really design thinking based approach. How many of you are familiar with design thinking? Can I see a show of hands? Some of you are, I know. Basically, it's the 5 stages of design thinking are really empathize with the user, define the problem, ideate a solution for it, iterate or prototype the solution, and then iterate. Biodesign built upon that. And we have 3 phases, if you will: identify, invent, implement. You saw that on the ground, on the wall, on the floor of biodesign. Identify is really about deep understanding of the unmet need, really focusing on what the unmet need really is. One of the biggest problems we as engineers and scientists have is we've got some tremendous science or tremendous engineering that we're doing, and we just go after a solution without fully understanding a problem all the way, right? It's a challenge. So which is one of the things that we're trying to bring in terms of disciplined approach to finding unmet needs, being able to articulate those unmet needs and then bring our scientific expertise, across disciplinary scientific expertise. So that's identify, and then invent is where we do lots of sort of, it's again a structured way of coming up with solutions for those unmet needs. And then ultimately implementing those solutions. Over the last 25 years, biodesign has, it has expanded in 50 different institutions in all the continents except Antarctica. We have, this is a running joke, we don't have a program in Antarctica. It has truly become a global endeavor. And 60 or so companies have come out from the innovators that we have trained at Stanford. But actually, many more have come out from our innovators that have gone on to do other things. So it's a gift that keeps on giving. That's really the point of it. And MIT is an education institution. So what you're really trying to do through the work that you're already doing is infect their brain with this curiosity and this innovation endeavor, so that they become problem solvers, not just having a craft, but also being able to use that craft to solve for it. The methodology itself, biodesign methodology, the framework itself, in the identify process, there's a term that we use called need statement. The need statement is almost like a formula. So you do deep understanding of unmet need, you do secondary research, you do primary research, you go to the clinical setting or healthcare setting where you're doing needs finding. You speak with the stakeholders, all in a very structured way. And at the end of it, what comes out is a need statement or hundreds of need statements. Our fellows come up with hundreds of need statements before they pick the top ones. And the need statement is a very straightforward structure. The problem, the population, and the outcome. What is the problem that you're trying to solve? What is the population that this problem affects? And what is the outcome, a measurable outcome that you're leading to? And there's so much power in that formulation or that articulation of the need that it allows you to prioritize. And the most important asset for us is human intellectual resource that we have here. You want to make sure that you're working on problems that are most urgent, most significant, and most critical, basically. And that's what that methodology allows you to sort of get to, right? The last piece I will quickly mention is that I talked about founders, this thing that we've been doing in India for the last 7-8 years. We call it Founders Forum, Stanford Biodesign Founders Forum. There we are working with innovators that have gone to a certain stage of technology development, and they are sort of an early commercialization. And what we have realized is that when they're translating it, and you must have dealt it in your incubation effort, at 7 or 8 buckets of barriers, the talent, the funding, the regulatory challenges, business development, market development, just a range of those challenges. That inhibits these innovators from getting to the full patient impact, right? 100 million patients are affected by a particular condition, diabetes, for example, right? 150 million in this country, getting to all of them. What's the penetration of glucose monitoring in this country? less than 0.2%. We do not measure our blood glucose in this country. That's a big problem. So how do you address that? How do you actually scale the technologies that you've developed so that all the patients who could benefit from it do actually benefit from it? And that's what we've been doing. And my hope is, if we are able to do this biodesign program here, the Institute for Biodesign, or whatever we decide to call it, that it actually not only trains fellows, which is what our flagship program is, but also trains students in these courses. So there are portfolio of courses. I saw some of the courses that you have, which we can leverage. And unmet needs that come from those get addressed through the scientific and technical capacity that the university already has. Maybe you'll have to beef that up, right, from engineering side of the ways. But that's and my hope is then your incubation capacity, your translational capacity allows these technologies to become impactful solutions for the society. So thank you for your attention. I'm happy to answer. Happy to engage if you, yeah, please. Should we get that?
I think what you touched is the heart of this problem. I think everybody's contributing from his or her end. Developing the new healthcare solutions or therapeutics or whatever. Now, as you said correctly, I think what if we are able to reach out our effort and innovation to the common man, that is means poor man. I think that's where the day we have the solution for the poor man, that day we will be successful. That's my philosophy actually. And because of this, our innovation for the TB treatment will be one of those. I think, if I calculate the price of a tablet that we will release in the market, it will be not more than 5 rupees. And if this happens, I think that will revolutionize the treatment of the TB. And because so far we don't have any new antibiotic for the TB, and I think we feel pride that we will be the first one to address this problem, and that's a national disease. So we are heading for that. Second, we are also trying to develop the immune sensor, non-invasive immune sensor, like we measure the glucose chip with a glucometer. So like this, we are planning now. This is our next level of investment. How to develop the invasive, non-invasive or invasive immune sensor, because that will solve the problem of the clinic. Because for a cancer patient, before the clinician decide the treatment, whether first line, second line, conjunction therapy or whatever, immune analysis, immune profile dictate very largely the treatment outcome. So from that aspect, if we can develop an immune sensor, and that we will actually, we will do in next 5 years, that's our plan. We will solve a lot of problem, and I think it can be a very important part of the mobile van. So this is what we are heading for here.
Yes, thank you very much, sir, for sharing your thoughts. So it just raised some questions in my mind because at nanomedicine we have created some of these sensors like a troponin I biosensor, so which is not existing in the usually in the laboratory setup. It would require 4 to 5 hours, but we are doing it in fraction of a few minutes. So what would be the design elements that you think, something that how design can help us to create something which is more users? We have a prototype and it works quite fine, but how to make it more user friendly or something like that? If you could share your thoughts on
Sure. Can I turn that with a question?
Yeah.
What do you think is the need statement for that? What's the problem? What's the population? What's the outcome that you're hoping for? A measurable outcome.
Yeah.
So let's create that right now. Let's do a workshop right now on that.
So something that you can use at home, and it gives you a
What is the problem? What is the problem?
to detect troponin I. If somebody is having a heart attack, and how do you detect it very fast, and you can immediately come to know that the person is having a heart attack.
So a way to address a lack of a heart attack not prediction, it's actually heart attack diagnosis, heart attack diagnosis. What setting are we talking about? So let's talk about the population. Which population are we dealing with? Are we dealing with the patients who are at home having heart attack, at workplace having heart attack? Are they at hospital? At home. There you go. So patients having heart attack at home, right? So that's a population. And then what is the outcome? What's a measurable outcome? I'm just showing you the power of this needs statement construct. I mean, it's very, very powerful. Do you want to take that microphone?
The sensor itself gives us the reading.
No. What is the outcome that you're looking for? If you solve this problem in the
Troponin, eye level high or low, or what is it? What is the baseline level, and is it high or low?
No, I think your outcome is what happens to them. So that in order for patients to be rushed to hospital within the golden hour, right?
Absolutely.
So or increase the percentage of patients who are caught with this so that they can reach the hospital within the golden hour. So that's the outcome.
Yes, sir.
So that one sentence, one need statement actually captures the problem that you're trying to solve and your design of your sensor. So now if this sensor was being applied in a clinic, in a hospital setting, it would be very different than the way it would be used in a home setting. COVID tests. Do you all remember COVID tests? The home COVID tests?
Yes.
There were the design of that was very thoughtfully done for home use, because the way many of these respiratory disease diagnostics work at the clinic, the reference lab settings are very different. This was an RDT, right? So you had a well where you put the solution in. It was in 15 minutes because you couldn't wait for several hours. You couldn't send it to a microbiology lab, right? So I think, so that's, I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I'm showing you how it could guide your design process. And when you are doing the brainstorming, what we do in biodesign is that we actually do very broad, sort of without any constraints brainstorming. We don't start with the technology. First of all, the need statement we just crafted has no solution in there. We don't want a solution there. You want only the solution only after you have shortlisted your needs, and then you do brainstorming. And when we do brainstorming, that particular technology would be part of it. But it could be something else. It could be that an example of the solution is that every family member is trained in identifying the symptoms of a heart attack. So the moment they see a heart attack, they call the hospital. That's a solution too, right? So it's a process solution. So and then you do that, and you say it's not. It's very hard to train everybody. How do you train somebody in a rural setting? But it's much easier to take a sensor like that and turn that into an RET, potentially low cost, sell it through all kiosks across these places that also sell chips. I'm just making it up, and make it accessible to everybody. So I think there's a lot that goes into it, but I think I've only partially answered your question. I have a lot of other thoughts, but I just want to give you a flavor of what the answer could be.
I think Dr. Anurag has taken his teacher hat and done a workshop for you right here. Dr. Murthy, what we will do is, because we want to go to the incubator with Dr. Anurag, Dr. Anurag said that you have amazing, passionate, energetic scientists. Yes, that is, I think, really what defines, what people at Amity are. Dr. Anurag, everyone who is here has a mission, wants to do the most amazing work in their field. And really, in the end, our desire is that anyone in Amity, all over the world, all our scientists and faculty members, we should do things which leave an impact on society. And in our country, we have a big responsibility. And now today, because of your visit, and I'm sure we will continue our dialogue on how you can help us, how we can work together with the Stanford Biodesign Center, that today, Dr. Murthy, we announce, yes, it's a commitment, yes, that Amity will create the largest and most impactful biodesign program of our country. And in addition to fellows that we will train, a big responsibility, because we have a large number of undergraduate, postgraduate, PhD scholars. It's the way you think about life and problems. If we can bring the bio-design thought process of how to analyze needs, then take it forward. Yes, because in the end, there have to be solutions which help society. And the big benefit of this thought process is that it leads to that. And if we can nurture, and not only, Dr. Salmurthy, let us see how we can take this thought process to our schools also, school children. Because the younger we can capture them, then it becomes part of nature to not only in design, but everything in life. You know, it is important that you should start with why you are doing it. We always say there are always far too many scientists around the world who work on problems, and then in the end, they say, what do we do with this? There is no impact to society. Yes, our desire is that Amity scientists, right from day one, before they start work on their research, they should know what impact they will have in society. So with that, Dr. Anurag, absolutely motivational that you are here. To all our scientists and faculty, we are so proud of you, and I can see the enthusiasm and the excitement that all of you have by the visit of Dr. Anurag, and we all have learned a lot. And yes, absolutely, yes, and all of your help will be required to hit this mission.
Can I make one very quick comment? You know, it's very important for any endeavor, any institution, to have a leader who is visionary, who's able to see things many steps ahead, and distills it down and makes it very clear to the organization. When you visited Stanford Biodesign, I saw that, and what you just did. I mean, I've rarely seen folks articulate Stanford Biodesign framework the way you just did, and I especially like your recommendation that we bring it to the students, because that has to become. I mean, it's a problem-solving framework at the end of the day. So, really remarkable leadership. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you to all of you for what you do for Amity and for the society. Yes, we are so grateful to all of you.
So is Megha would like to say the 30 seconds if you just speak first so that keep standing.
Thank you very much to all of you and to Professor Meral for having given me this opportunity to experience my teacher once again in action. I am very privileged to co-teach to in fact, high school students that he teaches on or voluntarily on his on problems affecting all our world. But I would like to really applaud your team, really passionate, balanced, and highly motivational orators. I really loved the way that you'd organized the slides as well, which was so informative in such a short span of time. It's really not only the buildings that you have, it is really the power that's standing here. And so I wish you all the very best and thanks for having me. Thank you.